Good Morning Wilmington is powered by DART, Delaware's transit service. Moving forward.
Good morning, Wilmington. Good morning, Wilmington. I say good morning, Wilmington.
What's up, y'all? Good morning, Wilmington. It's your main man, Big Eye, the talk of the town, Mr. DETV, and I'm here with a special guest. Some of you know her, some of you might not know her, but if you don't know her, you're gonna get to know her today. Look, an outstanding visual artist, outstanding creative, just an outstanding person. Erica E.Lize is in the building. How are you? Coming live and direct from Maryland, right?
Yes,
How
I'm
you
well.
doing today, sis?
I'm good. How are
Awesome.
you?
All right, so you got a November 3rd. You have an event coming up downtown Wilmington at the Soul Firm. What's happening? Tell everybody. First of all, let's start by like this. Who is Erica?
Erica is a visual artist, painter, MC, all around visual artist, pretty much. I get into it all.
How old were you when you first started figuring out that you're an awesome creative?
I think I didn't really hit until high school once I realized that's what I wanted to do. Once you get there and they're like, oh, you got to pick a career path and you got to take classes that align with that. So I was just like, I don't know, but I'm like, I'm always drawing and people always want me to draw pictures and do all this stuff. So I was like, why don't I continue with that?
Right, right. Now your art is like you don't draw baskets. You don't draw horses. You have a theme for your artistry. What is your? Can you tell people what your theme is?
I think it's I like to remind people of history through portraiture, and I do a lot of self reflection too. So I do a lot of self portraits too, just to kind of gauge what chapter in my life I'm at, and
Hmm.
I also like to give a voice to the voiceless, or the ones that we don't always make note of. Like my series last year with Nataki at the Soul Farm, I did Skin Deep, where I did a lot of historical black actresses
Hmm.
film, like Pam Grier, but not only like Pam Grier, because everybody generally knows who Pam Grier is, but her contemporaries like Paula Kelly, um, Tamara Dobson, just to name a few.
Right. And I think that's when I met you at the library. They was having an event. And matter of fact, it was Pam Grier. That was it. That was it. We were talking offline.
It was like, can you get a picture?
Yeah, because when I saw it was like, some people they show up and they want to give celebrities stuff, right? And it looked crazy. But your joint was right on point. You know what I mean? And it actually just caught me when I was walking by. And I remember when Pam saw it, she was just like, "Oh my gosh!" Like your artistry is wrapped around black historians, right? Black people, black art.
Yes.
And when did that become a thing for you?
I think it's always been a thing for me. Honestly, I can think back even in school. A lot of my stuff was rooted in those sorts of themes. I was listening to a lot of older music and watching those black exploitation films, even like in middle school and high school. So um, I didn't always have the technical aspect. Like it took a while for the technical to catch up with the concepts, but the concepts have definitely always been there.
Hmm. Hmm. Who was your first black piece that you did?
It might have been, I think it might have been James Brown. I did
Mm.
a charcoal drawing of James Brown in high school, but I do remember like sketching out Michael Jackson. I definitely did Marvin Gaye.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, that's those are like the main three that I started out with early.
Right.
hmm
Now I gotta ask you, how did you hook up with Nataki?
Oh yes, so back in 2020, I was approached by Flex Creative, Jonathan Whitney, and E.Lize Jarvis at the time to
Hmm.
do a mural on West Ninth Street during the George Floyd riots, where everything was kind of boarded up, and I know they wanted to beautify the city. And I think Joe Del Tufo
Hmm.
um, contacted Jonathan about me, and so, pardon me, they they reached out and was like, "We want you to do a piece. You can do whatever you want. We just don't want the city to be
Mm-hmm.
boarded up or looked boarded up. And I was just like, okay, well, I thought long and hard about it. And I was just like, well, I really want to do something impactful. And with everything going on at the time, I'm like, well, this is going on. I saw about Oluwatoyin Salau. I don't know if I'm saying her last name correctly, but she had just been murdered down in Tallahassee, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think there was a lot of coverage around it, so I wanted to bring light to that. So
Right.
I did a portrait of her, and then I also, on the other side of the wall, I wrote down at least 400 names of other black women and girls that tragically passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And it started to circulate. I know they did a few articles about it. We even had a show. Me and the other muralists had a show in Longview, Texas, to highlight what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think Nataki saw it, of course, and she added me on Facebook, and we kind of connected then. And then one day I went to the Contemporary and saw her there, and I came up and introduced myself because we hadn't met in person. And then we talked about working together. And then last year, she was able to squeeze me in for a few months. So,
Sweet, sweet. So November 3rd it starts, right? To February 2nd, it's Soft Girl Era, Act Two. What is Soft Girl Era?
well, Soft Girl era, Nataki, Nataki is a trendsetter. She's a true Renaissance woman. She's gonna make something shake and make things happen. So
Yep.
she and 5 other women to do this video shoot together back in December, and we talked about what being a soft girl means to us. And the overall gist for me is functioning not only like in my femininity and my womanhood and showing up exactly how that looks for me at any given point in time. Like this might change, but the core remains the same.
Right.
And just living without, being in survival mode or
Right.
feeling right. Sorry, remain guarded or shielded away from the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's dope. So when people come to see Act Two, right? What do you want them to take away when they see Act Two?
Um, Healing. I think I kind of sat with some of my traumas in some of the darker times. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
necessarily highlight that in the show, so I went through. I equated to, I guess, like being in a cocoon.
Right.
Caterpillar enters the cocoon. They like break down internally before they can come out and blossom
Mm-hmm.
externally. So I looked at it that way. So it's kind of like you seeing me on the other side,
Okay.
like on the other side of the light. So and just I want people to see that they can also do the same,
Right.
or
Right.
that the inner child inside you is still there, waiting to be nurtured and right there with you.
Do you take a lot of like what you went through, what you're going through, and your pain, and put it in your artistry?
Definitely,
Is
um,
that like a healing for you?
most definitely, because I don't. It's funny. I don't really talk a lot,
Hmm.
so like I would say, even in my music too, I'll definitely channel it there.
And I
So
saw that you had an awesome video shot by Banger when I was reading going through your bio and everything, and I was like, yo, not only is she dope with a paintbrush, but you're a lyricist as well.
yes, yes.
All right, who was your inspiration with art, with your artistry, and being a lyricist?
Mm. Well, I started I started rhyming probably when I was like 17.
Hmm.
So on and off, I wouldn't say I was doing it consistently the entire time, but on and off for about 12 years. And I really like Jean Grey.
Hmm.
Um, Styles P is one of my favorites too. Um,
Right.
Busta Rhymes, Queen Latifah, Jadakiss.
Okay.
Those are the main ones I look to for different aspects of.
You picked the right ones. All right, you picked the right ones. All right, so November 3rd, to February 2nd at the Soul Firm, downtown Wilmington, is where Soft Girl Era Act 2 will take place. You excited about it?
Absolutely. I feel like it's probably my best work to date. So I put a lot of work into it. So I'm looking forward to seeing people's reactions.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, give everyone your social media where they can follow you, find you, your website, all that good stuff.
Okay. Well, website is elizeofficial.com, ELIZE official.com. Instagram, the music page is e.lize official. Art page is e.lize art. Twitter, it's Elize official underscore. Facebook, you can type in Elize the official, and Elize on YouTube. So
Well, there you have it. If you want an artist that's just phenomenal in what she does, make sure you check E.Lize out. That's all to it. Ain't nothing more to it. Sis, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm gonna reach back to you after February because I wanna know how it went. I'm definitely gonna check it out, but I wanna know and I wanna show my platform like how dope it is because I want to make sure we show them the inside and outside of what's going on at the Soul Firm and your artistry. That cool?
absolutely. Thank you so much, Ivan.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. All right, there you have it. Look, make sure you go check her out. She's super dope. It's your main man, Big Ive, the talk of the town, Mr. DETV, and you're watching DETV. That's right. All right, got no more for it. No more to it. That's it.